Welcome to hashtag This Is Me, Stories of Living Heart First, a listening series by ARC, a Rainbow Collective. Here we hold space for the tender, strange, and powerful ways in which people live creatively, love freely, and move through the world with heart first. In this noisy world, we are tuning into something deeper, who we are beneath the performance, the product, the labels. Today, I'm joined by Bhoomi. So, how would you like to introduce yourself without mentioning your job or what you do?
I guess I'm a person who lives in Goa. Uh, I like making stuff and I like, I like, yeah, there's not much to say. Damn, I've not been asked that in a long time or ever, maybe since school. Yeah, I think I think lately I've really liked just existing because I've been able to find people who also want to do things that I want to do, and it's just been fun collaborating and also just I think just unmasking a little bit. Like I feel like I lived a very masked life. Like I was uh there was a lot that I was just kind of keeping in or like wasn't comfortable with. And now I feel like I've come to a point where I've just been able to let that go. And so it's been fun. It's been light. It's been breezy, which is, yeah, it's been breezy. So yeah, I've been having fun. Yeah. I would like to say that I'm a fun person.
What feels like home to you right now in your body, your life, and your art?
In my body feels like home. Like I think I've recently gotten also very comfortable with being in my body and just being more fluid and going with the flow and dancing. That's also been very fun and just a way to, I don't know, not be in my head so much. Yeah, that's one thing I've really started enjoying, which is like not being so heady about things and like just being like trying to solve things all the time. So it's more like, yeah, you just vibe in your body and like that's been a fun discovery. Life, I think Goa has been home. I think Goa has like, I was conflicted if I wanted to be here for a while, but now I feel like I don't like Goa really like it's great for my mental health. It's great for uh, the things I want to do. I think just being like not being so scared of technology. Like I think just being uh like I don't know why I had this thing before of like it was very performative. It was very like, yeah, I know everything about my computer and I could like, but I really didn't. And then when I approached it from like a more like a curiosity thing, okay, like what does this do or like what like where will this take me? It's just been so refreshing because now I'm just like, yeah, it's more like play. It's
Hmm.
more like I'm playing and like discovering things through that, which has been really fun to make art with for me.
What's one memory or moment that shaped the way you see the world today?
Can I talk about my shroom experience?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. I had done shrooms here in this on this plateau, and that was a very yeah. I I don't know. It was just magical and nice, and like sometimes you just need that to like remember that, oh, there's there's more, like there is all the life stuff, but there's also like, yeah, you just sometimes just find magical moments, which, yeah, that was a nice experience. I think at that point, like where I was, I think it just took me out of my like whatever mundane. Like I was kind of just doing stuff, so it was like, how after you watch a good movie, like you step outside and like the world is a little brighter and like colors seems nicer and like stronger. So that definitely happened after. I think, yeah. Uh, yeah, it just felt like a feeling I would like to have, like keep. Also, it just kind of like every time I do shrooms or yeah, shrooms. It's just like a reminder that, there's something very innocent about life. Like there is all of that, all the chaos and all the like, you know, doing stuff and achieving things and all of that. But there's also like this very innocent place where, I don't know, you can just exist. It's like nice to go back to that.
What are you learning to listen to right now?
I think more of what I dislike, I feel like I'm very tuned to what I like, but I think like just being more aware of what I dislike. And I feel like a lot of times earlier I would be very lost. I would only, in retrospect, I would be like, oh, I did not like that. But now it's become more like I think it's a muscle that you kind of practice. So it's become more immediate now. Like if there is something that bothers me, I feel it, and then I can go into like, okay, why does it bother me? La la la, la, like without it being like a reactionary thing, even. So that is nice.
Is there a sound, silence, or a song that has stayed with you lately?
Recently, I've started like I did not like birds, bird noises, bird sounds, but recently uh, I think maybe moving to Sukur has a part to play in this, but I used to find them very annoying. But now these days, like I really, I really like listening. Like there's this one bird that comes to my window every morning. Used to, it's not been recently, but um, yeah. So yeah, I enjoy bird calls now.
How do you know when it's time to pause or to express?
I think it's time to pause when my mind is racing. Like, I think I can go easily into that. And that's a big indication that I need to slow down because I've been feeling that, to do anything in life, you actually have to slow down. Like, as much as you want to do things fast and get them like done uh, and do more things,
Hmm.
to do things well, you have to slow down. And like, if you don't do that, then you actually miss out a lot on the process itself. So I think, yeah, like when I'm going into that crazy, like multiple thoughts at one time and just like thinking about everything and trying to do everything, that's when I know like it's going to be a system crash. So better slow down.
And to express?
I think all the time, like, I mean, I think if you are living, you are kind of expressing uh, in different ways. So I think, like, I don't know, I feel like there's so much that's like life is hard, and like there's a lot of suffering that everyone goes through. So you might as well do that being yourself. So you might as well, express. Like, yeah, whereas it's pointless.
How does your queerness or your way of being different show up in how you live and create?
I think my queerness shows up like in the way that like really like being around queer people. I feel like there is a certain amount of space or like, inherent niceness that a lot of queer people already just have. I think that's just by default of like, because like queer people generally are more empathetic. Like that's been my experience. So that like for me that's like, yeah, like like I would like to create more with queer people, for queer people. Like that's a genre of people I really enjoy and also identify with. mm, yeah, so in creation it's like, yeah, I would like to collaborate more with queer people. And in how I create, I mean, I think like I like using a lot of color in the things I make, and I think that's, I don't know, that's quite kind of queer. There is a lot of color. It's very rainbow. It's very candy. So yeah.
What's one moment of creative freedom that you hold close?
I think when we were jamming, I felt like we discovered this like space between us, which was, yeah, like very open and very like chill at the same time. Also like learned a lot. It was, yeah, that was like one of the best you know collabs that I have had. And yeah, I think like jamming with musicians has been a like a very cool space for me, because it's so collaborative and it's so fluid, and at the same time there is some amount of like, you know uh method to it. Like it's not, there is structure to it, which has been, yeah, which is freeing. Yeah, I think like the spaces that come out of collaboration, like I really do enjoy that.
Who are your people, the ones that remind you it's okay to be exactly who you are?
Freddie Mercury. Yeah, I really like him. And even the music, like a lot of Queen songs are just, it's just like, yeah, like there's one line which is like, don't become some background noise, like backdrop for the girls and boys, which is like so true. Like, you sometimes you just have to like find that confidence within yourself. And yeah, so I've recently been watching Poker Face and Natasha, I don't know how to say their last name, uh Lion. Yeah, she's like, I think she's so funny and she's so smart and she's also so weird, but like the way she owns her whole personality. And like I've been watching a bunch of interviews by her, and in one of them she was just like, people don't understand how much anxiety and how much like how stressful it is to like not be yourself, like how much stress that causes when you try to mask things, or like, try to fit in, or be like, okay, I'm not gonna I can't be perceived as such a weird person. Like it genuinely causes a lot of uh, anxiety. And yeah, so I think that really resonated with me, because I was like, yeah, that's very true. Like
What are you weaving right now, personally, creatively, and communally?
personally, I'm just trying to meet deadlines, and just I'm trying to be zen while like working, and like, trying to have some like, I'm just trying to have some mental hygiene about stuff. Like, this is when I check out of these things. Like otherwise it just goes on and on. So I'm just trying to do that. Creatively, I've been trying to make this I set up this like, I don't even have the words for it. I think it's like I set up this algorithm which basically is, it takes an image and it detects what's in the image. So if there's a bird in it, it'll say bird. If there's a living thing in it, it'll say like, it detects living things. So it detects people. And then if it's a non-living thing, it'll say not living. And then I want to make it into like, it gives you like the skeleton of that thing, like of that image. And you can play around with like how the skeleton is shaded or whatever. So yeah, I'm trying to make that. It's been fun. I use chat gpt to do all of it. Communally, I've not been doing much, because I've just recently been trying to um, like pay rent. So yeah, communally I've not been able to like uh yeah, as much as I'd like to, like I feel like right now is not the time to engage in that, because I also want to like give it my best. And like right now I feel like I need to kind of zone in to like, yeah, my friends had this thing where she was just like, you should, they always say in the aeroplane, like put the oxygen mask on yourself before putting it on other people. So right now I'm just trying to put it on myself.
What's something you have unlearned that's helped you live more freely?
I think shame has been a big one. Yeah. Like, and it shows up in like very niche ways and very sneaky ways. uh, and sometimes I feel like since I've unfiltered like some like some hard like sometimes I'm very honest and like it freaks me out a little. I'm a little worried for other people like it might be too much, but yeah, that's really it's like so much extra baggage onto like a life that's already like this life is hard, so then why add so much to it? Like that's just lets you keep things simple.
Finish this sentence. This is me and I dot dot dot.
This is me and I don't care about a lot of things, which is why my life is more fun. Like this has really worked out for me. Like so much of it, I feel like is just not caring. Not in a bad way, just like not caring about what people think or like not adding so much like extra crap to your already like yeah. This is me and I don't care about unnecessary things.
Thank you, Bhoomi, for letting us into your world, your heart,
Yeah,
and your creative rhythm. Do you want to just introduce yourself now, what you do, and things like that?
I'm Bhoomi. I'm a designer and I also do some coding stuff. I've been trying to make music with code and also uh, been doing visuals and stuff. Yeah.
To everyone tuning in, thank you for listening, feeling, and being here. Keep creating, keep becoming, and always live heart first. See you next time on hashtag This Is Me.
Should I say bye?
Whatever you want to say.
Bye.